Greetings. Welcome to Gio's Wannabe Cooking Show. My name is George Daniels. I'm the executive chef at the Hi Hat in Providence, Rhode Island. But hey, everybody calls me Gio. Today we're going to be sauteing. The dish we're doing is sauteed scallops. We're going to do a nice mix of vegetables with some mango, a little Asian sauce. Saute is French. It means to jump, which means you have a very hot pan and the food literally is jumping in the pan. With the stainless steel pan, you want to preheat it. So we're going to put that on now, so when we go to do our scallops, it's ready for us. Put that on like a medium heat. I've already got the mise en place for the scallop dish ready. We got our scallops. Over here we have some ginger. These are shallots. I have some basil. Over here we have some a half a lemon. Red peppers. White wine. A little bit of orange juice. These are snow peas, and these are carrot. We got the mango. That back here we got some light soy sauce, some sesame oil, and for our sauteing we're using safflower oil. Okay, let's start dealing with our scallops here. These are nice U10 scallops. I could go on some like really lame tirade about how, oh, you only want to get the freshest this and this. I'll be honest with you, these are frozen. If you're buying frozen seafood, I'll tell you what you look for. It's processed at sea. Because a lot of times, if you get something that's processed at sea, once it's thawed out, it's actually going to be better quality than something that may have sat on the boat for 3 days, then sat in the supermarket for 2 days. We're going to add just a little bit of salt, not a lot. And then, what we have right here, this is what I call my 6-spice mixture. It's a Chinese 5-spice, and it's got a little bit of cayenne pepper, and I actually mixed a little cornstarch in it, and that will help it. When you saute, you'll get a nice crust. What we want to do is just dab those on each side. And that's ready. And for our sauteing, we're using safflower oil. We want to put a little bit of that in the pan. You're just looking at about a tablespoon. You don't want to, and you can see, whoop, immediately we get some smoke. And that's ready to go. We're going with our scallops. Be a good time to turn the fan on if you have one. Notice I just pulled it off the heat. That's just so a pan doesn't get too hot. And then you want to go back down. Now because this pan is really hot, I know these are going to brown up real quick. What we're going to do is we're going to flip them over, and then we're going to throw them in the oven, let them cook about 3/4 of the way through, and then we'll bring them back up and make our sauce. See that? Some nice color almost immediately. There we go. There we go. And there you go. And this goes into our oven. We're going to set our timer for 3 minutes. And come back. I'll see you in 3 minutes. Oh, there's our timer. Let's get our scallops. Okay, there are our scallops coming out of the oven. They're looking really good. Going with the ginger and the shallots. This is not only going to be like the sauce for the scallops. Actually, let's turn them over. See a nice color there? Look at that. This is not only going to be the sauce, but it's also going to be our vegetable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the scallops to sort of the outside of the pan. And on here, I'll get the heat back on. We'll start sauteing our veg. Then we'll go in with our carrots. So that's another veg that takes a little longer to cook. And we'll saute that for a minute. Those are, what you want to do is, they want to be a little spongy. So these are getting pretty close. So what we're going to do now, go in with our red peppers. go into the oven, get our cakes. You can see the nice color we got on those. Those are really nice. And we'll take our scallops off. Go there. Scallops on top of the cake. And this is going to go pretty quickly from here. We're going to add our snow peas, our mangoes, and we give this just a touch of salt, but not too much, because like I said, we're adding a little soy sauce later. Look at this color, it's beautiful, huh? Going with our basil, chiffonade. Fresh herbs you want to put in near the end. You don't want to put them in too early, or the heat dissipates their flavor too much. Okay, right now we're going in with our wine. This is called deglazing. We're picking up all the little bits off the bottom of the pan from the scallops, and this is really an important thing for your sauce to develop. But the pan's really hot, the wine's reduced almost away right now. Going with our orange juice, a little bit of soy sauce, just about half a teaspoon there, and we'll go a little bit of sesame oil, not much, it's very strong stuff, and a little bit of fresh lemon juice. Hold it in your palm like that and just squeeze. What you're doing is you're catching the seeds in your fist, and your hand you're using it as a strainer. There we go. We're going to just check our sauce for flavor. You know what? I'm going to add just a little bit of salt to that. The pepper's good. The cayenne off the scallops is giving it a heat. And go in with your butter. Now at this point, you really just want to incorporate the butter. And you're just going to swirl it around in the pan until the butter's all melted, and then the dish is done. That's called monter à beurre, by the way. That's the French term. It means to melt with butter, which I know that sounds sexy, but it really just means to melt the butter into the sauce at the end. And right here, we can just grab some of our veg, mound it up in the middle there like that. And me, I just like things to fall on the plate, kind of like an attractive manner. We get a little of the sauce on the plate like that. Sauce over there. And there we have it. The scallops, sauteed with Asian vegetables and mangoes with wasabi rice cakes. Well, I'm Gio. I hope you enjoyed the first edition of Gio's Wannabe Cooking Show, and hope to see you again. And remember, have fun with your food. Peace.